Hello, welcome to Soulprint Intuitive Tarot. My name is Cindy. Welcome to my channel. I'm delighted you have found me. I'm so happy to welcome my new subscribers and new viewers. It's wonderful. And a special shout out to my viewers in Australia and New Zealand. You know, those are two countries that I've actually always really wanted to get to and visit. So I have to tell you, the fact that even a little tiny piece of me has made it to your countries is just a quiet little thrill. Okay, this is, I think, going to be a quick reading. This is not what I thought I was going to read on today, and what I thought I was going to read on I will get to today later on. So I was getting ready to do this reading, or the readings that I thought I was going to do. And I walked by the television and there was that shot, I'm sure you're all familiar with it, of Hope Hicks walking into that closed door hearing. And as clear as a bell, I heard the words, he doesn't hire the best and they're not that smart. So, I have a question, and my question is, please, can you tell us more? So we're going to give these cards another really quick shuffle, and let's see if we can get some more information on that. I am aware, because I don't move that fast, that she has already left the hearing, and she was only in there for a very short period of time. But I want to see what the cards have to tell us with regards to this. Okay, so Hope Hicks. Hope Hicks, Hope Hicks. You know, it just gets so that when you see these 9s and 10s of swords, you're just not even surprised anymore, you know? Okay, as I suspected. Okay. If any of you have ever been involved in litigation, a lawsuit, anything like that, you are aware that when you're dealing with the legal system, it's like a dance, right? We do this and then you do that. And then we respond by doing this, and then you respond by doing that. That's part of the process and part of the reason that it just takes so bloody long to get anything moving through the legal system. But you do come to realize and understand that while a lot of it is, I swear, just to keep lawyers employed, part of it, though, part of that dance is about setting up the steps so that when you actually do need to go to court or you do get into negotiations to settle, all of the building blocks are sort of in place. So that's what's going on with Hope Hicks right now is, you know, we subpoenaed you and the court said you have to come. Okay, so she marches in there and then she declares executive privilege on, you know, everything from, you know, Trump's birth to death. And then they say, okay, fine, go away. And then they go to court and they say, no, you can't declare executive privilege on everything on the planet. And so then she has to go back. So it's a long, drawn-out process. And of course, that's being drawn out by Trump's people, or in some cases Trump, because they just want to slow this down. They want to drag it out as much as possible, because the more they drag it out, the more he can claim that he's being picked on and it's not fair. I just heard actually on the news him saying something to the effect of he has been more picked on and had a harder time of life as a president than any other president in the world, or something to that effect. And somebody said to me, well, geez, Lincoln didn't turn out too well. You know, he was shot. And I said, well, yeah, but he wasn't picked on before. Okay, that's what we're dealing with here. So let's get back to these cards. Okay, so what we have here is, you know, she is being sort of dismantled, brought down kind of a sword at a time, right? She is, um, her strategy isn't going to work. It's going to take her down. Um, and again, a little bit of delayed news, kind of, things are not moving along as quickly as the public would like them to move along because, of course, we want to get that information and we want to know what she knows and we want it out there in the public domain. They really are very frightened of that exposure. And the law and the courts and the government are all going to step in and they are not going to give her, and by extension them, the wiggle room that they are hoping. The courts are getting really fed up with this. They just are. It's sort of ridiculous. Okay, so the alliance between Trump and Hope Hicks. She views him with great affection. He views her with great affection. There's sort of some kind of almost symbiotic father-daughter relationship, and God help the girl if it's as healthy a relationship as he has with Ivanka, but I digress. And it's to continue the illusion, right? It's to carry on the false narrative and the story. It's not going to win. She's going to have to spill her guts. There's just not a way around it. She's going to get caught. She's going to have to come in and she's going to have to testify about the things that she's going to have to testify about. Now, two things on that. She is not going to be, correct, she is going to try to be not as forthcoming as, we would like. But the other part of it is, they're not that smart. So they're going to end up giving away bits and pieces of information that savvy legal minds will latch onto and be able to pull apart and start dissecting. Because it's like, and this analogy has been used 100 times. I'm sure you've all heard it. But it's like, Trump is playing chess with a bunch of people, Trump is playing checkers with a bunch of people who are playing chess. They're not strategic because even the people around him, like some of the legal people, okay, not Giuliani, but some of the legal people he has around him who, are relatively learned and smart, they get sucked in to that fight, push back mentality. And when you're in that kind of a position and you have that kind of attitude, things tend to get missed and overlooked because you're so busy pushing back that you're not being really mindful of what you're putting out there. So there's going to be slip-ups. There's going to be information that, really she should not have shared, and it gets shared just because she's sort of frustrated about it. We are disappointed as a global citizens. We are disappointed with the information that did not come out today, as is, the committees that keep trying to get her to testify. Be assured, it is moving forward. It is for sure not moving as forward as fast as we would like it to, but it is moving forward. And the heartbreak is coming, and it's not coming for us. It's not coming for the American people. It is coming for Hope Hicks, Donald Trump, and that whole group. Make no mistake, she's in a position where she really, really does feel that she doesn't have a way to maneuver. She doesn't want to hurt him on the one hand, and on the other hand, her family is telling her, you are not going to ruin the rest of your life by taking the fall for this guy. You're just not. And so she is really being pushed and pulled in two directions. She has her family on one hand saying, do what you need to do to save yourself. And on the other hand, she has Donald Trump saying, you need to be loyal to me and I need, your fidelity. It's a really heavy burden she's carrying, but you know what? She created it, right? She'll do what she has to do, and eventually the truth will out. Okay, so that was just a quick little wrap up on what I saw today. I thought that you would, want to hear the messages that I intuitively and instinctively got when I saw her. I will be back very soon to carry on with the readings that I have sort of scheduled to do today. once again, thank you so very much for your support. My new viewers, my new subscribers, I'm thrilled. I love your comments. Some of you have really wicked senses of humor, and I very much appreciate that. Take care, be well, and I'll see you soon.